Violation of this may and will be removed from the baseball field or stands by the tournament director or the Colorado American Legion Commission. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to the games of the week, and we are back at Brighton High School. This is American Legion Elite A Championship Baseball. Good to have you along from Duke White Field, and it has been a dandy tournament for many, many reasons. A good example was the game that just ended here just previously, just a few minutes ago. It was going extra innings, and it was Gene Taylor outlasting Rocky Mountain 12-11. If you recall, just less than 24 hours ago, it was Rocky Mountain with some fireworks going into the latter innings with the literally bases loaded clearing home run to win the game over Gojos, who was cruising in the seventh inning. If you recall, it was a 7-2 lead, and basically Rocky Mountain just kept scratching their way back. Finally, with the bases loaded, it was a home run that went sailing over the right field fence to win the ball game. So again, we have seen lots of this in this tournament, lots of offensive power as we demonstrated last night, and all of the different numbers that we presented. At different times, we saw teams getting over 20 runs in one ball game. So not to be really confused, this is another ball game coming up here with Greeley Gojos with South Denver Baseball Academy. And this could be another fireworks game, especially being at the 4 o'clock game. And there's very light breezes, so balls could literally fly out. As it was demonstrated yesterday, we saw that with Boulder in that game, and a lot of home runs in that ball game also. So hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a very exciting ball game. There is another game coming up at 7 o'clock. We'll talk more about that. We will give you the starting lineups here for Greeley Gojos. Leading off, the familiar Diego Martinez, very speedy, very good in right field. Batting second is Tanner Getman. Getman is playing second base. Jared Chick, who's been swinging a hot bat at shortstop, batting third. Joe Mondragon also doing the cleanup duties again today, doing a fine job at first base. And as we keep looking, is Joe Mossberg pitching this afternoon. Then it is Ethan Zwijkstra playing right field. Billy Holguin catching. Arnaldo Matos Garcia batting 8, and it's Jonathan Coles in the 9th spot, and he is ready to go. Of course, if you think about it, Jonathan was the young man that was touched up last night as they brought him into the 7th inning. So out in the field first, it will be South Denver Baseball Academy. A very, very scrappy team, also putting up a number of runs that we saw not only early, but we expect to see the same thing today. On the mound will be Matt Robbie. Catching will be Carson Neiman. And at first base, it'll be Sam Ireland. At third base, Logan O'Neill. At second base, it is Kagan Zimmerman. At shortstop, it's Cole Blanchford. In center field, it's Zach Peschke. In right field, Kobe Zimmerman. And as we mentioned on the mound, it's Matt Robbie. So this should be very interesting for Robbie, as we've talked a lot about. Really, the prescription to win in this tournament is to try to keep the ball down. We've seen so many times in the first inning a lot of fireworks. Usually teams in this particular tournament have gotten off with very good starts because the pitchers have not kept their balls down, and we've seen run production early. What we have seen not only here but also at Eagle Crest is the same thing, where literally when the pitchers start to settle down and their curveballs start working, that's where you see less run production.
Your starting pitcher for Elite, number 50, Matt Robbie. Catching, number 28, Garrison Neiman. And leading off for Greeley, number 3, Diego Martinez.
So it's Diego Martinez to start it off, as we mentioned, for Gojos. Very heartbroken, understandably, after that ball game last night, really cruising. And a very fine pitching performance last night for Gojos. So they'll do it again here this afternoon. Mike Ray along with Jeremy Waters, Warren Ray, and Joe Ortner bringing it to you. Good to have you along. Today's game brought to you by Colorado American Legion Baseball, around since 1925. So it's Martinez looking to scratch his way on. Of course, very quick. That's why they have him in the leadoff position. Can bunt his way on, and obviously with the open middle field, can hit one up the middle for a base hit as we saw last night. 1-0 pitch. Missing, count goes to 2-0. Robbie, understandably, going to be a little bit careful here with Gojos. We've seen Gojos put up over 20 runs in a ball game. 2-0 pitch, just missing, quickly going 3-0. Last night, if you think about it, for Rocky Mountain, where they got in trouble is allowing somebody like Martinez to get a walk and get a start, just like we just saw here.
With the leadoff walk, next up, number 4, Tanner Getman.
So Tanner Getman going to step up to the plate. Heads up play many times last night by Gojos, looking bunt, going fundamental baseball, and at one point dropped one down the third base line when Rocky Mountain was playing over, which started a rally and started the party off as far as scoring. First pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner, fastball, and it's 0-1. So Getman also a very consistent hitter, very tough if he hits a ground ball, especially if it's a slow grounder to third base, tough to get him at first. A little bit off on the changeup, and the count evens at 1-1. You'll see a cat and mouse clearly at first base with Diego Martinez. We'll see what kind of an arm potentially the catcher, meaning Neiman, has, because he will be tested today. There goes the runner. It's going to be a high chopper going foul. And you can see clearly the hit and run was on. 1 ball, 2 strikes just underway here. 4 o'clock game, if you will, starting at about 10 minutes after. Slight breeze. Temperatures hitting in the low 90s. Plenty of time to get out here, bring your family. Good food, good entertainment, very good baseball. 1-2 pitch took a little bit off, just missing. Count goes to 2-2. So you can see Robbie looking to tease the batters a little bit. Not only going off speed, but trying to get him on the outside corner. The key for Gojos to beat them, if you can, fouled away again, hit and run was on, is to try to keep them to ground balls. We saw Rocky Mountain as the pitching settled down. Wyatt, of course, came in about the 5th inning and did a terrific job for Rocky Mountain last night. Really kept him to ground balls, flyouts, and occasionally coming through with a very good curveball for strikeouts. Martinez getting back easily in time. Usually you will see pitchers not give their best move early. There it is, changeup, going to be a base hit. So Gojos maybe a little bit angry from last night due to the fact that they had that one in their minds clearly put away, and of course some fireworks by Rocky Mountain.
With runners at first and second, next up, number 5, Jared Chick.
So Jared Chick, who had a couple of hits last night and really got things underway for Gojos, when bases were loaded, hit the base hit up the middle and 2 runs scored. That was in the 6th inning. Chick was a senior this past year, had a great year last year, as he did in his junior year. First pitch fouled away, count goes to 0-1. As we mentioned last night in our webcast, this is one of those players, if he hasn't been scouted and is not with a team yet, meaning college, this is a gem. If you are watching today and you're a scout, watch this guy. Next pitch, it's going to be a lazy fly ball to right field, going to drop for a base hit. So the bases are loaded. Gojos in business here in the top half of the 1st inning.
Next to bat, number 17, Joe Mondragon.
Mondragon, as we saw, very good about pulling the ball down the line and can go opposite field at the cleanup spot. And keep in mind, there are nobody out and the bases are loaded here. Fastball hitting the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Play clearly at home with the force. Catcher will be looking to release and go to first for the double play. 0-1 pitch. Slider waved at it for strike 2. So Robbie coming back, going early to the junk, which is really needed for Gojos. You got to mix up your speeds and locations. They're way too good of a hitting team to just ride on fastballs. Another one, this time blocked nicely by the catcher. Carson Neiman doing a good job of being a wall. And we've seen some terrific performances behind the plate last night by Rocky Mountain and Gojos. Really prevented a lot of extra runs. 1-2 pitch, and it's hit to the shortstop. Hot shot, goes for a base hit. 1 run will score. Again, just not able to handle the hot shot was the shortstop, got underneath the glove, and Gojos is on the board.
Next up, number 9, J.T. Mossberg.
So there's 2 runs in already, men at second and third. Gojos maybe playing a little bit angry. There's the hit to the shortstop, comes up firing, gets him in time, but another run scores. So a very good job by Gojos to get the infield out and also get an RBI.
With 1 out, next up, number 8, Ethan Wagstrom.
So Zwagstra playing right field now, looking to cash in some more. Runner at second. Robbie delivers, curveball missing, and it's 1-0. If you're Denver right now, you're a little bit shell-shocked at the way Gojos has come out angry. .1-0 pitch hit to center field. Center fielder coming in about 4 steps, and he makes the catch. So there's 2 down. Runner stays at second.
Next up, number 7, Billy Holguin.
So Billy Holguin going to step up to the plate with 2 down. Again, Mondragon on second. Base hit potentially could score another run. It's 3-0 Gojos here first inning. First pitch is high. It's now 1-0. So for Robbie, really is just putting a Band-Aid on, getting out of this inning and settling down and going to the off-speed pitches. You can see getting a couple of outs, utilizing that slider and curveball. 1-0 pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner. It's now 1-1. South Denver Baseball Academy, known as SDBA. Nice curveball waved at for strike 2, and you can see really dropping off the table there. So really for Robbie, just get through this inning, let the bats do the job, get your team back in it, and go to work keeping the ball down. 1-2 pitch inside. There's the throw. Oh, and mishandle by the catcher, Neiman, gets past the third baseman, so Mondragon will score. And there may be interference by the batter. You can see they're waving back Mondragon. There's going to be a discussion here with the third base coach for Gojos. So most likely there was interference with the batter. You could see Neiman cocking the ball to go to third as Mondragon was stealing. So they're going to send him back. So the run does not score. Score still remains 3-0. Nonetheless, Gojos open up with some fireworks here in the first inning. Bases loaded literally on 3 straight hits. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mondragon on second. Robbie delivers, waved at for strike 3, and wow, that was huge for Robbie to get that out and keep the damage to 3 runs. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports from Duke White Field in Brighton, Colorado. We'll take a timeout. Bottom half of the first inning. Good to have you along. It's the game of the week from Duke White Field in Brighton, Colorado. This is American Legion Championship Elite A Baseball. This is the best of the best playing here this afternoon. This is the 4 o'clock game. We still have a 7 o'clock game yet to come.
Leading off the game for Elite number 3, Zach Paschke.
So Zach Paschke going to lead it off here to try to do some damage here for SBDA. First pitch taken, going to be a base hit, so they're not wasting any time. The center fielder on first base.
Leadoff single brings up number 8, Caden Zimmerman.
So now it's Caden Zimmerman to try to get things going. And keep in mind, Denver has a very explosive team, so we may see potentially a lot of runs. So Mossberg's first pitch is just missing, and it's ball 1. Mossberg will have his hands full here with Denver also this afternoon. Gets away from Mondragon, but you could see Paschke decided to stay put. Mondragon getting there in time to get the ball. Obviously could have made a play at second. Fastball waved at, fouled away. It's quickly 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, curveball hit down the left field line. It's going to be extra bases potentially going to the corner. And they hold up the runner. Potentially could have had a run, but you can see the double.
With runners at first and second, next up number 7, Cole Blatchford.
So Cole Blatchford, and just like we saw with Gojos, now it's Denver opening up with a couple of hits, both a single and a double. And ladies and gentlemen, hang on. This could be another huge ball game here from Duke White Field. Mossberg's pitch taken for a strike. It's 0-1. If you're a fan, these are the games you love to watch. If you're a coach, you're growing a lot of gray hair. Next pitch waved at, and it's 0-2. So Mossberg, you can see, has a very live fastball, and a decent slider. Men at second and third, nobody out. Bottom half of the first inning, 3-0 Gojos. Took a little bit off, bounced it. Holguin doing a good job, backhanding it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Waved at it, the curveball, and he strikes him out. You could see Blanchford trying to get the rundown, thinking that the catcher didn't get it, but he did. He scooped it up. Should be out.
With 1 out, next up, number 32, Will Dixon.
You can see Blanchford still waiting to see if they get a call, but nothing doing. Pleading the case is the first base coach. But the play still stands with 1 out on the strikeout. Dixon takes a ball. It's now 1-0. So 2 men on, opening it up quickly is Denver. Looking to try to get back some of that damage that was done here, down by 3 runs. 1-0 pitch, curveball. Nice play by Holguin. You could see him switching, backhanding the ball. If that gets by him, a run or 2 potentially could score. A lot of speed on the base paths here for South Denver. 2-0 pitch, curveball, just missing. Goes to 3-0. American Legion Baseball since 1925, the tradition continuing here this afternoon. 3-0 pitch, curveball, catches him for a strike on the inside corner at the knees. So Dixon thought, the designated hitter thought he had a walk. Gonna have to take another hack at it. Count goes to 3-1. We'll talk more about how not only the veterans have served on the battlefield, but how they continue to serve here today. 3-1 pitch, fastball, catches him at the knees for a strike. So you can see Mossberg really starting to mix the location and the speeds. Goes to a full count. Curveball misses. This time Dixon gets his walk. So the bases are loaded.
With the bases loaded, next up, number 16, Trevor Howard.
So Trevor Power, the left fielder, stepping to the plate. 1 down. Almost looks like a duplicate of what we saw in the top half of the first inning. Fastball taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. For Gojos, you got to be happy with what you're seeing here with Mossberg. Coming back and challenging batters, has an out already. 0-1 pitch, fastball, going to be hit to the second baseman, knocks it down. There's the flip, they get the force, but a run scores. Not able to complete the double play. Again, the second baseman going to his knees, had a little trouble getting it to the shortstop, but nonetheless they get the force for the out.
Next up, number 27, Kobe Zimmerman.
So Kobe Zimmerman, the right fielder, related to Caden Zimmerman, the second baseman, stepping to the plate. 1 run is in, 3-1 ball game, 2 outs, bottom half of the first inning. First pitch going to be high for 1 ball and no strikes. Mike Ray, Jeremy Waters, Joe Ortner, and Warren Ray producing. Good to have you along. Duke Whitefield. Good bluff by Mossberg. You could see diving back was Dixon. If you're South Denver, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to answer back quickly. Even if you don't tie it up, the idea is to keep the pace and keep the pressure on. Fastball just missing outside. Count goes to 2-0. So Mossberg doing a little teasing of his own, trying to get Kobe Zimmerman to swing. But Zimmerman showing a good eye. Force play at second. There goes the runner. Here comes the throw. It's going to be high. Goes into center field. The runner will score. Here comes the throw from center field. Not in time. So the throwing error going into center field allows the run to come in, and now it's a 3-2 ball game. Two-one pitch, curveball, gets him right across the plate, drops one in. It's now 2-2. So Holguin, you could see, went high on the throw. It sailed on him. Curveball blocked and backhanded by Holguin. Count goes full at 3-2. Runner at third, 2 runs are in. Fastball, just missing, and he walks him.
Next to bat, number 35, Logan O'Neill.
So the third baseman, Logan O'Neill, stepping to the plate. We'll see what kind of bat control. You can see the conference on the mound. Chick really basically encouraging Mossberg. Really should have been out of the inning if the throw had been halfway good. First pitch taken for a ball. It's 1-0 on the inside. It's all about managing mistakes, really. You think about not only baseball, but any sport. 1-0 pitch taken for a strike outside corner, evens it up at 1-1. You think about how humbling the game of baseball is, and really it's a very good game as far as character building for life. Those are some of the fundamentals that they teach here with American Legion. Runner goes, easily gets second, Holguin faking the throw so the runner stays at third. But one of the kudos, or actually one of the philosophies for American Legion, is mentoring young men in baseball. 2-1 pitch, fastball, just missing, goes to 3-1. So runners at second and third, there's 2 outs, chance here to tie this one up. Fastball, it's whacked to left field. Let's see if it gets past the left fielder. It does. It's going to be a ground root double. So 2 runs will score. So South Denver, just like that, on some timely hitting and 1 error, goes ahead 4-3.
With 2 runs in. Next up, number 44, Sam Ireland.
So the first baseman, Sam Ireland, followed by the catcher, Carson Neiman. And quickly there is a conference on the mound. Mossberg getting that one up in the wheelhouse. And O'Neill sent that one down the left field line. Already 4 runs for South Denver, 3 runs for Greeley Gojos. Hits-wise, fairly close at 4 and 5. So really this becomes one of those games where you've got to have your pitching stay down. You've got to go more into that Greg Maddux style to start getting ground outs, because you can see both teams can hit very, very well. We've seen both teams hit not only fastballs but curveballs. You're seeing it correctly. The score is right. We're in the first inning. It's 4-3 already. And there's 2 outs. Runner on second on the double. First pitch taken for a strike. And it's 0-1. So Ireland looking to try to cash and actually give a little more pad. Pulled down the left field line foul. Count quickly goes to 0-2. A lot of similarities between the starting pitchers in both Robbie and Mossberg. Differences, maybe a little bit different pace of the ball. There's the curveball, hit up the middle, dug out nicely. There's the throw, and what a great play by Jared Chick to get the final out. But 4 runs are in, and after 1 in the books, it's a 4-3 ball game, South Denver on top. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We will take a timeout. Welcome back to Brighton High School, Duke White Field. We're entering into the top half of the second inning. South Denver against Greeley Gojos. Gojos now their turn to try to get back on top. Matt Robbie, of course, giving up 3 runs in the first inning. First pitch taken for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. As we mentioned just before we went to the break about baseball and really the philosophy behind it, this could be one of those clearly character-building games for both teams. Next pitch is going to be low for a ball. It's now 1-1. Jared Schick with a terrific play at shortstop to get the final out. Next pitch going to be a base hit, whacked. So actually could go more than rounding first. And it's going to be a double for Gojos.
Leadoff double brings up number 1, Jonathan Coles.
So Mata Garcia now standing on second. Hit it right in the gap, basically. So now it's Jonathan Coles with an opportunity here to keep this one going. Robbie delivers a curveball low, and it's now 1-0. Coles, as we mentioned, was a junior this past year, will be a senior this next year, getting his first start for Greeley Gojos this season. That tells you a lot about his caliber of baseball. Usually you see more seniors play on this team and start on this team. Robbie delivers low. It's now 2-0. So Coles now a chance to redeem himself after pitching up the Grand Slam home run last night. Next pitch going to be low. It's now 3-0. So Robbie a little bit tentative here, understandably, after facing a buzzsaw in the first inning. 4-3 South Denver. 3-0 pitch. There's the curveball, catches him on the inside corner, and it goes to 3-1. As the game continues, you will see even more fireworks depending upon how long both starting pitchers. There's the curveball waved at by Coles. Count goes full. So Matas Garcia standing on second. You can see him. Coles, a very good opposite field hitter. We'll see where he goes with this. There's the ball in the dirt, dug out nicely. Neiman doing his job, and what that did was prevented, obviously, the runner from advancing.
Next up, number 3, Diego Martinez.
So it's the top of the lineup, which arrived very quickly, and it's Diego Martinez up second. Of course, he opened it up with a base hit early. Men at first and second. First pitch going to be wide. You could see dancing on second is Matas Garcia. Coles at first. So Robbie again trying to do the tightrope back here with Gojos, threatening once again. First baseman coming in thinking there may be a drag bunt. Martinez known to do that, has plenty of speed going down the first base line. Quickly there's going to be a conference on the mound. Understandably, you don't want to start wasting pitches here against a team that is swinging hot bats, meaning Greeley Gojos. As we were talking about last night, you look at Greeley Gojos, you always think with their uniforms, Oakland Athletics. All they need is the white shoes, and actually several of the players sporting them. Basically the 70s revisited. Sal Bando, Reggie Jackson, to name a few of those championship years for Oakland. 2 balls, no strikes, 4-3 ball game. Robbie delivers. Fly ball, center fielder ranging over, plenty of room. And he makes the catch. The runners advance actually to third. So again, a deep fly ball.
With 1 out. Next up, number 4, Tanner Detman.
So is Tanner Getman looking to try to bring in the runner, meaning Matas Garcia. Cole still on first. Infield looking double play. Robbie delivers, missing. Count goes to 1-0. Infield playing back. Getting a fairly good lead is Matas Garcia. Fly ball. Center field, this is going deep. We'll see if it goes out. And it does. Home run. We told you fireworks could potentially happen. And Gojos, with one swing of the bat, taking the lead. It's now a 6-4 ball game.
3-run home run brings up number 5, Jared Chick.
So Jared Chick also known for some power. We saw that last year. I mentioned that in the webcast last night. In one game in Greeley during the A championships, hit 3 home runs, the first 3 home runs of his career. So Chick, who's got a couple of hits and 4 RBIs last night, up to the plate. First pitch hits him, so he's awarded first.
Next up, number 17, Joe Mondragon.
So it's Mondragon stepping to the plate, also has power. And if you're Josh Mondragon, you got to be very happy with what you're seeing here with the team, is in the way that they have bounced back here this afternoon. Tough loss last night. 6-4, Gojos on top. Joe Mondragon looking at a ball, and it's now 1-0. Perfect conditions here as far as flight of the ball. Again, the air is light, so balls potentially we may see a lot more home runs. Next pitch taken outside, and it's now 2-0. You can watch a rebroadcast of this as much as you like on radioactive247sports.com, on our Facebook site, on our website, and also on the Colorado American Legion baseball site. 3 balls, no strikes. We really do try to post a lot of the games that we do on the Facebook sites, and you can watch it for free as much as you like. Next pitch is whacked and fouled away. It's now 3-1. Mondragon will tell you, I just missed that. You could see with the big home run swing there. Conditions just right. Flags waving from left field going to right field. And he whacks a base hit.
With runners at first and second. Next up, number 9, J.T. Mossberg.
So J.T. Mossberg, the pitcher now, got to be happy with what he's seen. Of course, getting touched up early in the first inning, giving up 4 runs. Now has a 2-run lead. So runners at first and second, 1 out. Mossberg there to help his cause. First pitch taken, it was a changeup. And it's 0-1. Literally coming out of his shoes on that, looking over the fence on that one. Robbie, another changeup. This time looked more like a curveball, and it goes to 0-2. So Gojos coming back with 3 runs in the inning on a home run and several hits. And this could be one of those games that you want to watch over and over again with all the offensive power. 0-2 pitch, going to be fouled away. Count still remains 0-2. So as we mentioned earlier, American Legion not only serving on the battlefield, but continues to serve here on the baseball field. And they do a whole lot more, which we'll talk about here momentarily. Curveball, fly ball lazy to right field. Right fielder steps up a couple of steps, makes the catch. Runner bluffs, good throw from the right fielder, prevents obviously the runner from advancing. But American Legion does so many things, and they do donate a lot of money every year to a lot of students needing help to go to college.
Next to bat, number 8, Ethan Dwakstra.
So Blackson going to step up, looking to keep this party going with 2 outs, men on first and second. Robbie delivers, comes across with a strike, and it's 0-1. I'll be very curious to see how South Denver comes into their next at-bats. There's the curveball, and it's hit deep. This may go out. Plenty, and it does, right over the center field fence. A huge bomb from Zwagstra, sending this one out. 2 home runs in the inning.
Three-run home run brings up number 7, Billy Holguin.
So Holguin now stepping to the plate, and that was in dead center almost, right over literally the gates in center field, one of the deepest parts of the field. So it's now a 9-4 ball game. If you're Robbie, you're not going to have very good dreams tonight of seeing balls flying over the fence. Keep in mind there's 2 outs. First pitch is going to be low. And clearly Robbie got that one up in the wheelhouse, got that up about belt high. Next pitch is low, catching the knees on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. But don't count South Denver out. They have fireworks of their own, and they can hit it out just as easily. Curveball in the dirt, count goes to 2-1. Plenty of time here to get out to the ball field. Very good hamburgers. I got to give a testimonial of that. 2-1 pitch, curveball, catches him on the inside corner and evens it up at 2-2. Prices are right. It's free to get into the ball game, and very good prices as far as eating is concerned. Good hot dogs, good hamburgers, of course, ice cream. Bring your family out. You still got plenty of time. There's game 2 coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. As we mentioned, as far as fireworks are concerned, we'll repeat ourselves a little bit here. Just before this game, the 1 o'clock game, it was Gene Taylor winning over Rocky Mountain 12-11. Of course, Gene Taylor last year won the State A championship. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9-4 ball game. Curveball missing, takes it to a full count. Robbie set. Fly ball going to left field. We'll see if that bounces just foul by about 4 feet. But if that had been fair, that would have been easily a double. Plenty of speed on the base paths. So Holguin, the catcher, you can see has wheels as well, is very versified. He can play other positions. A lot of these players, as you will see, especially in summer baseball, next pitch is hit and may drop, coming and racing in for the catch. And what a great play that was by the center fielder for South Denver. That's being Paschke. So the final out, but a lot of damage done in this inning on a couple of home runs. Score is 9-4. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We will take a timeout. So it's going to be Caden Zimmerman stepping to the plate, and we'll see what kind of fireworks that South Denver can bring. We already saw it in the first inning, putting up 4 runs, but it was Gojos coming back here in the top half of the second inning. And now Mossberg with the chore here to try to keep the lid on the scoring from South Denver. First pitch delivered, and it goes low for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Mike Ray, Joe Ortner, Jeremy Waters, Warren Ray bringing it to you. Fastball, gets it right by him, blows it by him. Evens the count at 1-1. So Mossberg clearly has enough velocity to blow it by batters, especially as he teases them. Another one. That one clearly in the upper 80s. Quickly gets strike 2, 1-2. There's the curveball. It's hit to center field. Center fielder coming up, makes the catch for the first out.
With 1 out. Next up, number 3, Zach Paschke.
So Paschke, who has had a very good game also at the plate, steps up, trying to get this one going again. It was South Denver with bases loaded, delivering the blow. Next pitch hammered is going to be a base hit.
With the runner at first. Now batting number 8, Caden Zimmerman.
So Caden Zimmerman, the second baseman, stepping to the plate, the number 2 hitter, followed by Cole Blanchford, and then it's the designated hitter, Will Dixon. 9-4 ball game. We're in the second inning. You heard it correctly. Backhanded by Holguin. Runner stays. 2 home runs in the last inning for Greeley Gojos. Cat and mouse at first, easily getting back. But with the power that South Denver has, whether they hit it over the fence or just all they got to do is gap it. Fastball taken, just missing. Mossberg thought he had it. Two balls, no strikes. One man on. Taken for a strike at the knees with the curveball. It's now 2-1. So Robbie getting roughed up in the last inning, last 2 innings, and now we'll see how Mossberg handles this. Of course, Mossberg giving up 4 runs himself in the first inning. Keep in mind the party started on the throwing error by the catcher. Curveball backhanded by Holguin. Now it goes to 3-1. Clouds starting to creep in just a little bit, giving a little bit of relief here. Fly ball to center field. Center fielder there to make the catch for the second out. So Mossberg really starting to get a little bit of a rhythm here. You can see getting a couple of outs. So far, no more damage done in this inning.
With 2 outs, next up, number 7, Cole Blatchford.
So Blatchford with 2 outs. This is a team that rallies very, very well. You don't want to count out South Denver here or take them lightly if you're Mossberg. As far as the webcast is concerned, this is game 1. We still have 1 more to go. Fastball fouled away. Count goes to 0-1. So Blanchford, the shortstop, has very good range, just as is Jared Schick for Greeley Gojos. Both these teams, if you think about it, very similar, and I'll explain that in a moment. 0-1 pitch going to be in the dirt, gets past Holguin, so the runner advances. We'll see if that pays dividends or not. But as I mentioned, both teams in their respective areas, meaning South Denver and, of course, Greeley up north, really are made up of players from different teams. So you're seeing, I won't say an all-star team, but a very talented team. 1-1 pitch going to be in the dirt. Holguin has it at his feet. Runner does not advance. You can see kind of flexing that left foot, took one potentially off of the thigh. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. 9-4 ball game. Curveball missing on the outside corner. You could see really wanted to tease him there. That will make the difference. It doesn't matter if it's Robbie or Mossberg, how they control that curveball. We saw that last night. Fastball, and it's whacked and hit right to the second baseman, and he squeezes it for the final out. So a very good job done by Mossberg coming in and putting a lid on the scoring. And it's a 9-4 ball game. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We will take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Matos Garcia.
Welcome back to Duke White Field. It's Matos Garcia, of course, who has had a very good game. Really, I can't say that very many of the batters for both teams have had a bad ball game. Matos Garcia, of course, spraying the ball, getting on early. Part of the party. First pitch is popped up to the third baseman, steps back, and he makes the catch for the first down. So Robbie, still in the ball game, battling here, of course, gets the first out, which is really some relief here if you're the coach for South Denver. First pitch taken by Jonathan Coles. And it's strike one. Robbie delivers hammered, and it's going to be a base hit. So Coles, and there's a bobble. It's by the outfielder. Coles holds up wisely. Left fielder getting it in time.
Single by Coles brings up number 3, Diego Martinez.
Top of the lineup, Diego Martinez. We're in the third inning. Good to have you along. Radioactive 24/7 Sports bringing you American Legion Championship Baseball. First pitch taken for a strike. It's 0-1. So we have one down. Coles standing on first is a threat to steal. Next pitch, it's hammered. We'll see if it falls. So it's a base hit. So you have men on first and second.
Next up, number 4, Tanner Getman.
So Tanner Getman, of course, with the fireworks in the last inning, sending one over the fence, steps to the plate. 9-4 ball game, one out. Gojos threatening here in the third inning. First pitch just outside, and the count goes to 1-0. Mike Ray, Jeremy Waters, Joe Ortner, Warren Ray bringing it to you. Good to have you along. We want to thank American Legion Baseball for having us in here to bring you these ball games. Also, Crepes and Creams in the Westlake Shopping Center in Greeley. Next pitch taken for a strike, evens it up at 1-1. So if you're up in the northern Colorado area, looking for some good ice cream or some yummy crepes, it's Crepes and Creams right next to King Supers on 35th. 1-1 pitch waved at for a strike, and it's now 1-2. So Gojos looking really to try to blow this one out if they can. They've already got a 5-run lead. Plenty of speed on the base pads and plenty of power coming up here. Gatman being one of them that's already delivered early. Next pitch is taken to the third baseman, tries to backhand it. He's going to try. He does. He gets the forced play at third, gets Cowles. So there's 2 down.
Up next, number 5, Jared Chick.
So the shortstop, Jared Chick, with an opportunity here with 2 down. Men still at first and second. Of course, getting Coles on the force play at third. First pitch is fouled away. If you're Robbie, you got to feel like this is a big moral victory with 2 outs. Gojos in each inning. In the last inning, 2 home runs. So Chick looking to try to keep this one going. Next pitch is going to be a slow roller to the third baseman. Goes the easy way, and they get the out. So again, relief here for Robbie. Got to feel good. And really, you're just riding a wave here by both pitchers as far as the production has been concerned. So after 3.5 in the books, it is a 9-4 ball game. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We'll take a timeout. Welcome back to Duke White Field. The battle is on. It's a 9-4 ball game. South Denver looking after a good inning for Matt Robbie, putting a lid on some of the scoring, and it's the designated hitter Will Dixon stepping to the plate. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. So it's Will Dixon followed by Trevor Power, and then it's Kobe Zimmerman. Next pitch just missing outside, and it's 1-1. Mossberg, fly ball, center field. Center fielder squeezes it for the first out. There's 1 down. So you can see both pitchers really starting to settle in a little bit after all the fireworks.
Next up, number 16, Trevor Howard.
So Trevor Power trying to get it going here. In the bottom half of the third inning, we're going 9. First pitch hammered, foul, and it's 0-1. Sun playing peekaboo here this afternoon. In between the clouds, of course, a slight breeze, keeping it comfortable for the fans and the players. As we mentioned, plenty of good food and a lot of entertaining baseball, backhanded by Holguin. Count goes to 1-1. So for opposing coaches, you got to feel good if they can just stay and ride the wave, literally, of scoring that's been going on with their pitchers. Hot shot to the third baseman, bad bounce. He comes up, not in time. So Matas Garcia having trouble fielding that one, and the runner gets on at first.
With the runner at first, now batting number 27, Kobe Zimmerman.
So Kobe Zimmerman, the right fielder, with some power of his own, stepping to the plate. If you are South Denver, if you can score 1 or 2 runs, do a little scratch work, that's huge. You just want to try to stay in this one. As we saw last night with Rocky Mountain, that was their philosophy, getting down early. Nice block by Holguin. Count goes to 1-1. Never say die. Keep in mind, they were behind, meaning Rocky Mountain, the Lobos, by 5 runs, and it looked like the fork basically was going to be put in it, but they came back, winning that ball game. Fouled away. Count goes to 1-2. As we mentioned last night in the webcast, a lot of these players in their junior year, really that's where it makes a difference for college baseball. A lot of the scouts really watch and make their decisions by the end of the junior year who they're going to sign the next year. Fastball fouled away off of his leg, literally. Count still remains 1-2. Really, the senior year is the icing on the cake. And then, of course, the signing begins. 55% of all Major League Baseball players went through the American Legion baseball program at one time. Some of the names, of course, as you've seen on the website, not only ours, but American Legion's big names. And it's Matas Garcia squeezing for the second out.
With 2 outs, now batting number 35, Logan O'Neill.
So Logan O'Neill now looking to try to keep this one going, try to scratch another run across. There's 2 down. Mossberg delivers, fouled away, 0-1. 60% of college players currently today and in the past have played at one time American Legion baseball. Mossberg delivers. There goes the run. There's the throw. And is it in time? No. So getting under the tag, you could see the throw was there, but it was just a good jump by the base runner. Base hit here potentially could score a run. Oh, 2 pitch curveball gets past Holguin. So the runner advances to third. Here's a golden opportunity to get one of those runs back. We're in the bottom half of the third inning. Good to have you along. American Legion Baseball from Duke White Field in Brighton, Colorado. Going 9 innings. A lot of potential firepower yet and fireworks yet to come in this one. So a rare mistake by Holguin. Fastball fouled away. Count still remains 1-2. So Trevor Power looking for any opportunity. If it gets even 5 feet behind Holguin, he's going to be coming. You can see getting a pretty good lead at third. There's a slow roller to the third baseman. Comes up firing. If they get him, they do. So it prevents the run. So some good pitching by both pitchers. This time it's Mossberg's turn getting out of the inning, and it's a 9-4 ball game. After 3 in the books, you're watching American Legion Baseball. From Duke White Field, we'll take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Welcome back to Duke White Field. It's Joe Mondragon flying out to the left fielder. And we have a new pitcher coming into the ball game for South Denver.
Next up, number 9, J.T. Mossberg.
Mossberg going to step to the plate, and it's now Tanner Reedy, number 9, on the mound for South Denver. Robbie doing all that he could against a very powerful lineup. Reedy getting the fly ball for the first out. Fastball taken for a strike, and it's now 0-1. You can see a little bit more pace on the ball here by Tanner Reedy. We'll see what kind of off-speed pitching that he has. Another fastball. This one's hit to center field. Center fielder going back close to the track, and he makes the catch for the second out. So 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Next to bat, number 8, Ethan Zwagstra.
So Zwagstra coming to the plate, and a lot different attitude, if you will, here by South Denver, coming in with Tanner Reedy, getting 2 very quick outs. And you could see a lot of it was due to the pace of the ball that's coming in along with a slider curveball. Fastball taken for a strike. 3 straight pitches. And we'll see what Zwagstra can do against the fastball. There's the curveball. Catches him for a strike, and that one broke very quickly, more like a hard slider. 0-2 pitch on the way, another one, and he waves at it. Had a lot of spin on it. Throw from the catcher, and he gets him. So a very good job by Tanner Reedy coming in and making very quick work, first with 2 fly balls, and then the strikeout. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We'll take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Welcome back to Duke White Field. And really making some quick work was Tanner Reedy on 4 pitches, getting Gojos out. That's exactly the prescription that South Denver needed. Mossberg comes in with a curveball missing, and it's now 1-0. So for South Denver, if they can keep this up with Reedy putting the lid on Gojos, we'll see what the bats can do to try to get him back in. Fastball, it's going to be a slow roller. Tough play by Matas Garcia. There's the throw. It's going to be high. So advancing to second is South Denver with Sam Ireland.
With the runner at second. Next up, number 28, Garrison Neiman.
So Garrison Neiman, the catcher now, with nobody out, and Ireland on second, looking to start doing a little scratching here. First pitch is going to be a 2-hopper to the second baseman. Comes up, another high throw, but they get the tag down by Mondragon. Runner advances.
With 1 out. Next up, number 3, Zach Paschke.
So the leadoff batter, Zach Paschke, stepping to the plate. Ireland standing on third. Really, that's as good as a bunt on that high chopper. You could see both players, both third and second, having to rush those throws. First pitch going to be hit to Matas Garcia. Holds the runner, gets the throw just in time. Nice stretch by Mondragon at first to get the out.
Next to bat, number 8, Caden Zimmerman.
So it's Zimmerman going to step to the plate. Base hit easily scores here. Keep in mind there's 2 outs. First pitch taken for a strike. I really like the way Mossberg is coming in and challenging the batters, keeping it low with that slider or curveball. Another curveball. This time he waves at it. That had a huge break. You could see it started right about the thighs and dipped below the knees, causing the miss. It's 0-2. Another one, this time backhanded by Holguin. Count goes to 1-2. 2 outs, 9-4 ball game. Gojos on top. Mossberg delivers fastball, just missing, trying to catch him on the corner. Nappin thought he had it. 2-2. Good idea there. Just missing him literally by inches. Another pitch, this time he gets him. Nice adjustment by Mossberg. Pretty much the same location. Took it up a couple of inches and he gets the strikeout. So it's a 9-4 ball game. Gojos on top, coming to bat. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We'll take a timeout. Welcome back to Duke White Field. We're entering into the 5th inning. 9-4 ball game, and you're seeing the pitching really starting to take control here. Fastball just missing. Count goes to 2-0. So it was Tanner Reading coming in the last inning with 4 pitches and getting the outs. Fastball, it's going to be hit to the shortstop. Comes up firing, going to be there in time, gets the first out. So a whole different attitude in this ball game with the change as far as pitching is concerned. We keep saying good pitching beats good hitting, or at least controls hitting for the moment.
Next up, number 12, Arnaldo Maltos Garcia.
So Matas Garcia going to take a stab at it. Of course, made some good plays at third in the last inning. First pitch taken just inside, and it's 1-0. Really like what I'm seeing here with Reading coming in. Reminds me a lot of Wyatt last night for Rocky Mountain, coming in and starting to put the lid on quickly. Fastball, going to be a high chopper. Shortstop coming in and not going to be in time. It's a wild throw, so the runner, we'll see if he advances. Going to be content to stay at first.
Next up, number 1, Jonathan Cole.
So Jonathan Cole's here with a chance to add some more pad for Greeley Gojos here in the 5th inning. Montes Garcia, you'll see him dance at first. We've seen aggressive running by Gojos. Curveball going to be blocked nicely by Neiman, and it prevents Montes Garcia from moving forward. One down, 9-4 ball game, 5th inning. Good to have you along, Dwight. Duke White Field. Next pitch taken for a strike, outside corner. We're going to try to get a number of the scores on what's happened here in this tournament. And as we presented last night, it has been a show, literally, as far as offensive power. And we'll share that with you coming up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball gets away. So Montes Garcia rounds second. You could see just so much velocity by reading. It just got past the catcher. It was a little bit high. Maybe caught him off guard. Again, it's a warm afternoon, so easy to kind of lose track a little bit or lose focus if you're a catcher working very hard behind the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Montes Garcia on second. Opportunity for Gojos, a little bit low. Coles, as we saw in the last inning, getting the base hit. Fastball fouled away. Good battle by Jonathan. Takes it to a full count, 3-2. But Reading really just challenging batters right now. He's coming in with fastballs, basically serving up, saying, go ahead and try to hit me. Nice breeze in left field. 3-2 pitch goes with a curveball. Coase gets his bat on it. It's going to be a tough play at first, and he gets him by a step. So Blanchford coming up with a 2-hopper and gets the throw, gets him in time, and there's 2 down.
With 2 outs, next up, number 3, Diego Martinez.
So it's Diego Martinez, who has been a thorn in the side and the flesh, if you will, for many teams, stepping to the plate. Of course, very good at drag bunts, being the left-handed hitter. Plenty of speed. Fastball low in the dirt, dug out nicely by Neiman. It's 1-0. Gojos with a 5-run pad. 5th inning. Next pitch, it's hammered. It's going to go down the right field line. We'll see if it's fair. And it is. 1 run will score. Martinez standing on second.
Double by Martinez scores a run. Brings up number 4, Tanner Getman.
So it's a 10-4 ball game, and it's Getman, who's had sent one out earlier, stepping to the plate. If you're Gojos, they had the 5-run lead last night, now a 6-run lead, but of course went on to lose that game, so they're going to be careful here, especially with Mossberg. Mossberg so far, a very good ball game. First pitch taken for a strike to Getman. It's 0-1. How talented is this team from Greeley? The ability to spray him down the line and send him out the fence, literally. Next pitch taken for a strike. Reedy delivering. That's the first hit that he's given up here since he's entered the ball game. So it's Martinez on second. Next pitch is fouled away. Count still remains 0-2. Good battle here between Getman and Reedy. Would not be surprised if we see Reedy try to pull the string on him. He's gotten a couple strikeouts that way. There it is. Blocked nicely, but it gets by. And when I say getting by, it was more of a ricochet off of Neiman going to the right side. He got his glove on it, but it went about 12 to 15 feet, and obviously Martinez is now standing on third, alertly watching the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Reedy set at the belt. Fastball popped up. You can see both the left fielder and the third baseman coming in, and it is the left fielder making a fine play to squeeze it for the final outs. So Gojos doing a good job once again, adding a little more pad. It's a 10-4 ball game here in the 5th inning. American Legion Baseball, of course, been around since 1925, a tradition. And again, continuing in the tradition here at Duke White Field. We'll take a timeout. Bottom of the fifth inning, it's a 10-4 ball game. Blacksford's going to step up to the plate. First pitch taken, just missing. Wow, that was a close one for Mossberg. He's probably gone, what happened there? Thought he had a strike. Mossberg comes right back, tries to adjust, just misses with the fastball. It's now 2-0. Curveball this time. Batter thought about it. You could see he was tempted but held up. Count goes to 3-0. South Denver would love to get a leadoff walk here. Get the party started. Again, you don't want to count any of these teams out. We saw that last night. Next pitch is a fastball taken for a strike at 3-1. When you have two teams, and I won't use the term all-star, but we'll say a talented team for both teams, fireworks can happen very, very quickly, so he walks him.
Leadoff walk brings up number 32, Will Dixon.
So Will Dixon now with an opportunity to get it going. South Denver looking to avoid a double play. Gojos very good at turning double plays. Curveball, it's a little nubber. This is going to be a play by Mossberg, gets him at first, but it advances the runner.
Next up, number 16, Trevor Howard.
So Trevor Power now with the man standing on second. Base hit should score him. But keep in mind the outfield for Greeley Gojos does have very good arms and they can bring it in quickly. So if you're a third base coach, really you have to be very, very careful. You don't want to surrender any potential runs. Power takes a strike and it's 0-1. Gojos obviously can very much light it up quickly, so you're looking to scratch here quickly. We're in the fifth inning, but time moves very, very quickly when you have good pitching with Mossberg. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. You can see Mossberg really trying to dip in the well here, using the off-speed pitches, trying to keep South Denver off guard. Fastball, second baseman camping under it, gets the second out.
Next to bat, number 27, Kobe Zimmerman.
So Kobe Zimmerman, the right fielder, with an opportunity, would love to get a base hit here. Especially if you hit it between center and right field, that should potentially score the run. First pitch is a curveball taken at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Fifth inning here from Duke White Field. Good to have you along in Brighton, Colorado. You think about how busy Ray Garza, who is the coach here for Brighton, he's hosted 2 tournaments here this year, but done a very good job, not knocked down by Holguin. Good job preventing the runner from advancing. But Ray always does a great job here of hosting. Of course, has a very good baseball program here himself. There's the curveball. It's whacked. This is going to drop for 2 at least. Run will score. So Zimmerman delivering just when they need it. It's a 10-5 ball game.
With the runner at second. Next up, number 35, Logan O'Neill.
Plenty of time here, plenty of innings, plenty of firepower, and it's Logan O'Neill's turn. Mossberg delivers a fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Short memory. That's what you need in a ball game like this. Still has plenty of velocity, plenty of stuff to finish this one. There's the curveball. Gets past Holguin. So the runner advances. Now a golden opportunity to get one more. We saw earlier Holguin making the throwing error, which led to the first run of the ball game. when you have a pitcher like Mossberg with so much stuff, sometimes it's very tough on those curveballs to get your glove on it. We've seen a number of times where Holguin has had to go to the backhand instead of just the straightforward block to try to knock him down. 1-1 pitch on the way, fastball. It's going to be to Chick. Chick steps back and he makes the catch for the final out. But in the inning, it's a run that is scored. It's a 10-5 ball game. Scratching their way back is South Denver. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. From Duke Whitefield, we'll take a timeout. Welcome back to Duke Whitefield. We're in the top half of the 6th inning. And some very good hitting. We'll share some numbers here in just a moment. First pitch taken for a strike. Reedy doing a fine job of just coming right back. 10 hits and 2 home runs for Greeley Gojos. That'll tell you how hot they are swinging the bats. Next pitch is going to be low. Count goes to 1-1. Again, our special thanks to Tommy Wood from the Greeley Tribune, who's keeping good stats here today, keeping us in line. So I want to mention, check out the Greeley Tribune, a very good sports page, and of course been around for a long time. Nice play by the second baseman to record the first out.
Next up, number 17, Joe Mondragon.
So it's Joe Mondragon stepping to the plate, looking to try to get something going with 1 out. Of course, he is one of the catalysts that really get this offense going in the cleanup spot. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Playing a very good first base, if you recall, just a few innings ago. Made a nice stretch to get the final out. Next pitch pulled down the line. Tough play for the first baseman, and we'll see no play. So Mondragon legging that one out for a single.
Next up, number 9, J.T. Mossberg.
So Mossberg, the pitcher, stepping to the plate. And this, if you are really thinking defense here for South Denver, very important that you do not let Gojos in, especially after getting a run in the last inning as you're trying to make your comeback. First pitch taken inside. You could see Mossberg ducking, and it's now 1-0. Infield looking double play, get the force, get out of this inning quickly. Fastball, fly ball. Center field, you can hear the coach yelling, watch the wind. Squeezes it for the second out.
With 2 outs. Next up, number 8, Ethan Zwagstra.
So Zwagstra going to step to the plate. You think about what the wind was doing last night towards the end of the ball game, and it was swirling. At one point, we saw the shortstop for Rocky Mountain literally going to his knees and then on his back to make the catch. The ball had that much movement from the wind. Of course, we had an hour-and-a-half rain/lightning delay last night. Waved at for a strike. So Reading doing a good job of keeping the ball away from Zwagstra. But really some interesting conditions last night, and the players really delivering nicely, having to wait an hour and a half, and then came back and produced a lot of runs. Today with a high sky, that makes it another challenge, especially for the infields having to look up into the sky. And that shows you some of the talent of these players here this afternoon. 0-2 pitch, fastball. It's going to be hit to the third baseman. To Hopper, comes across the diamond, and they get him for the final out. So a very good inning, again, by Tanner Reading, holding the lid on the scoring for Greeley Gojos. It's now a 10-5 ball game. You're watching American Legion Baseball from Duke White Field. We'll take a timeout. Welcome back to Duke White Field. It's Sam Ireland leading off the sixth inning for South Denver. Mossberg in the ball game, doing some battling, as is Tanner Reedy. Very similar pitchers. Good velocity, both not losing really any velocity. Not losing any steam. There's the curveball bouncing at Holguin, keeping it in front of him. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball at the knees. And Mossberg coming right back and challenging the batter, doing a good job. 2-2 pitch. It's going to be hit to the second baseman. 3 Hopper, a little bit high of a throw, but they get him at first. Really, we've seen that a lot here. We'll talk more about that in a moment.
With 1 out, next up, number 28, Garrison Neiman.
So Garrison Neiman, the catcher, going to step up. But as we mentioned and alluded to, having to force the throw sometimes, we've seen a number of high throws by Gojos. First pitch curveball taken for a strike. It's 0-1. So Neiman with some fireworks of his own in a last at bat. 5 hits in the afternoon for South Denver, producing 5 runs. We're in the 6th inning. As we mentioned, Gojos with 10 hits and 2 home runs, along with 10 runs. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the 6th inning, going 9. Mossberg delivers, waved at for a strike, and it's quickly 2-2. Again, kudos to our cameramen, Jeremy Waters and Joe Ortner, doing a good job. And we'll see if they went. We didn't see the call. Looks like he didn't, so the count goes to a full count, 3-2. Really, the crew got challenged last night, and he walks him. With the hour and a half delay, we had to really get creative as far as some of our camera work.
1 out walk brings up number 3, Zach Paschke.
So it's Paschke stepping to the plate, and this is what we saw in the last inning. A walk led to a run on some hits, and we'll see if they can duplicate it here in the 6th inning. Down by 5 runs is South Denver. Curveball gets past Holguin. Runner will get to second easily. So Holguin now with a couple of pass balls that allowed the runners to advance, which could lead to runs, which we saw earlier. You can see maybe a little miscommunication there between pitcher and catcher. Holguin going out and talking to Mossberg. May have fooled him. He maybe have been looking fastball and he got a curveball. 1-0. Neiman, the catcher, standing on second. Curveball missing. 2-0. Mossberg a little bit high again. 2 straight pitches up in the letter zone. This one more towards the shoulders, and it's now 3-0. Curveball this time gets a strike. 3-1. Batter taken. So South Denver will take them any way they can get them. They'll take walks. They'll take base hits. They'll take errors. They just need men on. This pitch is fouled away. We'll see if there's any kind of play. It doesn't look like it. First baseman is ranging over. It's Mondragon, and it drops, and it's fair. Wow, that really caught both the right fielder and the first baseman off guard. There's that high sun, that high sky we were talking about, and it produces a double. So it looks like a conference on the mound. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication between Mondragon and the right fielder, meaning Zwijkstra. Ball drops in. Now we have men in scoring position with only one out, second and third. One of the things that will drive a coach crazy is allowing a team back in, especially when there's miscommunication.
Next up, number 8, Caden Zimmerman.
So Caden Zimmerman now with a golden opportunity. There's only one out. Base hit could score 2 runs. Does this sound familiar? We'll see if it's a duplicate of what we saw last night. Mossberg delivers. Fastball going to be fouled away down the left field line. 0-1. So Neiman, the catcher, standing on third. Fly ball should score a run here. Fastball taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. Infield playing back. 0-2 pitch. Actually, curveball knocked down nicely by Holguin. It's now 1-2. Really, if you're trying to scratch one over, first baseman is playing way back. You could push one down the right field line. Maybe get yourself a base hit that way. Next pitch taken for a strike, and he strikes him out. Good pitch by Mossberg, nipping the corner.
With 2 outs, now batting number 7, Cole Latchford.
So Cole Latchford looking to keep this going. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity here in the 6th inning. Curveball low and in the dirt, and it's 1-0. We've seen a couple of pass balls on Holguin. One gets by him, a run scores. 1-0 pitch fastball. It's hit to the third baseman. Hot shot. Matas Garcia comes the long way, and the nice stretch by Mondragon. And a great job by Gojos escaping the inning because it was a golden opportunity with men on second and third. So after 6 in the books, it's a 10-5 ball game. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive. We'll take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Well, I wouldn't pay my life a dime. I told you wolves, and never was one of them wonderful reviews. Really have a fiddle and my four-legged tools. Thank God I'm a comfortable while. Yeah, city folk driving in a black limousine. A lot of sad people think that's somebody keen. But let me tell you now exactly what I mean. I thank God I'm a comfortable while. Well, I got me a fire, I got the old fiddle. Sun's coming up, I can take some of the drizzle. Life ain't nothing but a fun and a middle. Thank God I'm a comfortable while.
Leading off for Greeley, number 7, Billy Holguin.
So the catcher, Billy Holguin, will lead it off here for Gojos. And on the mound now, taking over, is Caden Zimmerman. Of course, Zimmerman swinging a hot bat. Looks like he has a live fastball that what we saw goes 3/4, gets the first swing, and it's 0-1. So a very good job by Tanner Reading coming in and really holding the line, as they say. There's a curveball, quickly 0-2. A little bit different style here by Caden Zimmerman. Going with that 3/4 almost submarine. And he goes to 1-2. This is a different look. Got to slow down Gojos here in the 7th inning. Fouled away. Count still remains 1-2. So really a lot of the damage was really delivered off of Matt Robbie. Tanner Reedy coming in doing a good job. And now we're seeing some good stuff here by Caden Zimmerman. And that's no put down to Matt Robbie. He just entered a buzzsaw when he came into this game. Next pitch is in the dirt, blocked nicely. Even getting a workout here this afternoon. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 7th inning, 10-5. Gojos on top. They're at bat. Waved at, strikes him out.
With 1 out, next up, number 12, Maltos Garcia.
So Arnaldo Matas Garcia stepping to the plate. Not only doing it with the bat, but as we saw earlier, some very good plays at third base. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Very good range is Matas Garcia. You could see getting runners on tough plays by a couple of steps. Side armor missing outside. It's 1-1. So Zimmerman looking to also make quick work here of Gojos, give those bats another opportunity. Down by 5. Waved at, good curveball going outside corner. Those are tough to hit. Location-wise, hard to pick up when you're going sidearm like that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 7th inning. American Legion baseball. Curveball hits him on the corner, strikes him out. Can you say relief pitcher here in Zimmerman?
With 2 outs, next up, number 1, Jonathan Coles.
Jonathan Coles now with the challenge of trying to knock Zimmerman, get something going here for Gojos in the 7th. Pulls it down the left field line, foul. Coach not able to come up with it. Coles with a good afternoon at the bat. Next pitch, curveball, gets him right on the corner. Again, that sidearm curveball being very effective. Quickly 0-2. Another one. This time it's hit to right field. Right fielder ranging over. This has some depth, but he catches it on the warning track. So going deep And quickly, it's a 1-2-3 ball game. Caden Zimmerman coming in and doing a great job from his second base position. And now it is a 10-5 ball game. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive. We'll take a timeout.
Nine, Tanner Reedy.
So Tanner Reedy, who did a terrific job of relief, now stepping in at the plate. Of course, he will go back into his natural position. And it is Caden Zimmerman who has relieved him, and it's now his turn to try to get it going here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Mossberg delivers a strike, and he literally hits it for a base hit. So first ball swinging, and Reedy is standing on first base.
With the runner at first. Next up, number 16, Trevor Howard.
Trevor Power here, as we mentioned, many opportunities have been given here by South Denver. And Mossberg and the defense doing a good job of slowing down the offense here of South Denver in the 7th. First pitch going to be high. It's 1-0. Really is starting to sound a lot like what we saw last night. All we're missing is the 1.5 hour delay. Potentially, we could see Gojos, if they win this game, go on to play potentially Gene Taylor. That's a replay of last year. Next pitch hit to right field. Right fielder ranges over, makes the catch for the first down. So Reedy returns to first.
With one out, now batting number 27, Kobe Zimmerman.
So it's Kobe Zimmerman stepping to the plate. If you recall last year, it was a great battle between Gene Taylor and Greeley Gojos. We're kind of, not that we want to downplay South Denver, but potentially that could be another great ball game. One down, Reedy standing on first. Flag's almost limp. First pitch waved at for a strike, and it's 0-1. Mossberg another one, this time hit down the right field line foul, and it's 0-2. You can see swinging very hard as Zimmerman trying to get a hold of this one. It's got some power. Next pitch is going to be a chopper, foul. Montes Garcia trying to make a play. Count still remains at 0-2. Really got to like what you're seeing in Montes Garcia playing third. Good range. If it had been close to being fair, would have had the glove on it. Then it would have been the long throw and potentially a stretch by Mondragon, who's done that several times today. So a good combination between first and third for Gojos. There's the curveball blocked nicely by Holguin. Count goes to 2-2. Mossberg delivers. There goes the run. There's the throw. Is it in time? And he's safe. So a very good jump and a good effort, and now South Denver with an opportunity here in the 7th inning. We keep saying that. We'll see what Mossberg can do. What can he pull out of the hat this time? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base hit scores a run. Next pitch fouled away down the left field line. Count still remains at 2-2. Even though Mossberg's stuff still looks really good, you can see maybe just getting a little bit tired. You got to be careful here. Fastball fouled away. So Kobe Zimmerman with a good at bat, getting the pitch counts up. Trying to obviously get Mossberg a little bit more tired. Down by 5 runs here in the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch fastball, and it's hit deep to center field. We'll see if the center fielder is going to go over his head, and he hits it out. So a home run by Kobe Zimmerman brings back South Denver. Does this sound familiar? 10-7 ball game. This game is not over. Do not leave your computer.
2-run home run brings up number 35, Logan O'Neill.
So Logan O'Neill now looking to keep this one going. There's still one out. Conference on the mound. Mossberg got to be tired, and it looks like he's going to be relieved. Mondragon not fooling around here. Want to protect that lead. Wants a rematch against Gene Taylor. Gene Taylor, of course, winning the State A championship last year. Grand Junction doing another great job of producing another good team this year. Keep in mind, these 3 teams are very similar. They are players that come from different schools in their respective areas. So Gene Taylor, very similar to both South Denver and Greeley Gojos. So we see a relief pitcher. We'll see some warm-ups here potentially. And it looks like it's going to be Ethan Zwagstra the ball is handed to. It's going to get his warm-up pitches. So both teams now with some fireworks. We saw 2 home runs for Gojos earlier in 1 inning, and now it's South Denver returning the favor with the home run of their own, and it's a 10-7 ball game. So Zwagstra now coming in from his right field position, trying to put the lid on some of the scoring from South Denver. And you could see Mossberg was starting to get a little bit tired in the last inning. Obviously, his pitches were starting to come up a little bit. And usually that's the sign of 2 things. One, early in a ball game, maybe they're just a little bit anxious and they can't keep the ball down. Or as you get into the later innings, a little bit of weariness starting to set in. And again, the temperatures here in the upper 80s, maybe even 90. And going 7 innings, a lot of these teams are used to playing 7 innings, not 9 innings.
Now pitching for Greeley, number 8, Ethan Zwagstra.
So you can see officially Zwagstra going to be the relief pitcher. And clearly snapping off a lot of curveballs here in his warm-up pitches. So we'll see, going with Mossberg initially with fastball and curveball, and more of a steady diet potentially here by Zwagstra. So it's Logan O'Neill going to step to the plate to face Zwagstra here in the 7th inning. So the bases are clear here with 1 out. 1 swing of the bat, cleared it, and we got a 10-7 ball game. First pitch taken a little bit high with the fastball. It's now 1-0. Next pitch hammered, base hit. So O'Neill greeting Zwagstra with a base hit, still 1 down.
With the runner at first. Next up, number 44, Sam Ireland.
Sam Ireland here, again, keep in mind, base hit here could move him over to third. A double could be another run. South Denver mounting the charge here, down by 3. Curveball, strike. Zwagstra, you could see that might be one of his bread and butter pitches. We saw him throwing a lot of those in the warm-ups. 0-1 pitch fastball, fouled away. Quickly 0-2. Ten to 7 ball game, 7th inning. South Denver with the charge here, scratching their way back into this one. Zwagstra with the curveball popped up, You can see Holguin making the move, just missing. Nice opportunity and try by Billy Holguin, just missing it literally by inches. So the count goes to 0-2. Going to have to get the president here, Lynn Peterson, to get his glove out to protect us here in the press box.
It was actually centimeters, not inches.
Centimeters. Okay, Mr. Exact here. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, man on first. 10-7 ball game. Swagster delivers. It's going to drop for a base hit easily. So a good rally here by South Denver, continuing the party.
Next up, number 28, Garrison Neiman.
So the catcher Neiman, who got a base hit last time, up to the plate. Of course, ended up producing a run. So you can see Zwagstra doing everything he can, trying to get the movement on the ball as far as the location. He's tried inside, he's tried outside, he's used curveballs. But South Denver still making some good swings here and keeping this rally going with men on first and second. Force play at third. We saw some very good plays last night by Gojos, as well as Rocky Mountain, to keep the lead runners from advancing, going to third on force plays. First pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Looking bunt, missing, so it's a strike. And you could see showing bunt early, so Zwagstra catching that and going more outside on the pitch, caught him. Got the strike. 0-2 pitch again, looking bunt, this time foul, and he should be out. So you can see not happy with himself was Neiman.
With 2 outs, next up, number 3, Zach Paschke.
So Paschke here, who's had a very good ball game, good bat control, looking to try to keep this one going. Has a couple of hits in the ball game. Leadoff hitter with plenty of speed to try to leg one out. Really could drop one down the third base line. First pitch taken for a ball. It's now 1-0. Really enjoy watching teams that really use fundamental baseball. It becomes more of a chess match. Trying to drop bunts and, of course, going to opposite field. Next pitch taken for a strike. It's 1-1. We saw that last night where Gojos dropped one down the third base line on Rocky Mountain. Not only got the base hit, but produced a run out of it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Next pitch just missing. Goes to 2-1 with the fastball. Location was good as far as the height of the ball. Must have been just outside. 2-1 pitch. There's the curveball, ducking. Takes it to 3-1. So Paschke being very patient here, very selective. Zwagstra getting greeted with a couple of hits here. Three-one fastball, going to be a one hopper, tough play. Going to go, gets the force is Matos Garcia, heads up play. And of course, Zwagstra doing a good job of slowing down the production. But a home run, and now it's a 10-7 ball game. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We will take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays, 970-352-5560.
So it's Diego Martinez to lead it off here in the 8th inning. Martinez, of course, having a very good ball game in so many different ways, not only with the bat, but of course has been very solid in right field for Greeley Gojos. Pulled the double last time down the line. 10-7 ball game. Gojos looking to do some pad. First pitch taken outside. It's 1-0. But Caden Zimmerman coming in and doing a great job with that sidearm slider, if you want to call it, and fastball. There it is again. Catches him with a strike. It evens it up at 1-1. Really, you think about what's happened in this game, it's really a difference in just a few pitches and rallies. Pulls it to the second baseman, records the first out on the throw.
With one out, now batting number 4, Tanner Getman.
So it's Tanner Reddy actually playing now at second base, getting the first out on the throw. One down, top half of the the 8th inning. First pitch taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Keep in mind, if Gojos goes on, they will play Gene Taylor in the next ball game. Curveball waved at, oh, that was a dandy. Literally dropped below the knees, and it's now 0-2. Really went a little more submarine on that delivery. So Getman now facing a challenge. Fouled away. Count still remains at 0-2. Keep in mind, Getman sent one out over the left field fence earlier. Next pitch taken, it's hit to center field. Center fielder coming in about 4 steps, and he makes the catch for the second out. So really got to like the way Zimmerman has come in here and put the lid on, really taking control of this. And a very tough out potentially in Jared Chick coming to the plate.
With 2 outs, next up, number 5, Jared Chick.
I will be anxious to see where Jared Chick goes after this summer. First pitch taken, curveball, drops one in on the corner. It's 0-1. Really going more of that submarine style there. You don't see that too much anymore in baseball, especially at this level. 0-1 pitch, there it is again. Same result, 0-2. So Chick has seen 2 curveballs from the sidearm position. We'll see where Zimmerman goes. Fastball comes in, nails him. That was a great setup by Caden Zimmerman. He came in with 2 curveballs, going sidearm, almost submarine. Then he comes in with the fastball, hits the black at 3/4, and he gets the out. So after 7.5 in the books, it's a 10-7 ball game. Greeley Gojos on top. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 247sports.com. So we're in the 8th inning now, bottom of the 8th inning. And it's Zimmerman going to step to the plate, of course, doing a great job as far as relief. We'll see what he can do with the bat here. It's the American Legion game of the week here at Duke White Field. This is Championship Baseball Elite A. First pitch taken for a strike. Really like the way I'm seeing both relief pitchers coming in and doing a great job of putting the lid on. Swagster, of course, got greeted with a couple of hits last inning. Next pitch outside. Teased him with it, but it's a ball, and it's now 1-1. So time starting to run out here on South Denver. Next pitch taken for a strike. Delayed call, and it's now 1-2. Zimmerman, you could see on his face, did not like the call. Next pitch is high, gets past Holguin, evens the count at 2-2. But South Denver has done a great job of scratching their way back, down by 3 runs. Clearly plenty of time with this at bat and one more, being the home team. Next pitch gets high again. Count goes full. So if you're South Denver, get that leadoff man on and start it up once again like they did in the last inning. 3-2 pitch fastball. It's going to be a high chopper. Going to be a base hit.
Leadoff single brings up number 7, Cole Blatchford.
So Blatchford coming to the plate. I think we need some iced coffee here. What do you say? So a good leadoff single by Zimmerman and an opportunity here for South Denver to scratch some more across. First pitch taken gets past Holguin, so Zimmerman will advance. Keep in mind, when you're a catcher and you're in this kind of conditions, meaning upper 80s and lower 90s, energy levels start to drop quickly. Now, we know that they're hydrated well, but still, it's tough to always focus and try to get your glove on the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Swagster delivers, base hit. So now men at the corners, and South Denver is clearly threatening here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. We told you, watch out for this club. They're yet to be heard from.
With runners at first and third, next up, number 9, Tanner Reedy.
So Reedy with an opportunity here, of course, got this single last time at bat. Playing second base now, did a great job in relief. Base hit or a fly ball will score a run. Curveball hits him, wears it on his shoulder, and the bases are loaded.
Next to bat, number 16, Trevor Howard.
So Trevor Power now, bases loaded, nobody out, single, and we're down by 1 run literally for South Denver is what they're thinking. Clearly, you could drop one down the line. You can see Mondragon playing up at first base, right on the grass. Infield is up. They're going to be trying to get the force play. So Matas Garcia up right even with the third base bag, and it's Mondragon right on the edge of the grass. First pitch is hit. It's deep to center field. Center fielder is there, going to make the catch. There's the tag. Here comes the throw. The run will score. So a sacrifice fly gets the RBI. It's a 10-8 ball game. So Swagster getting tagged there with the deep fly ball, and a run is produced. It's a 10-8 ball game. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Good to have you along. American Legion Baseball from Duke White Field in Brighton. Conditions great. Ray Garza and the crew, kudos to them, especially with that hour-and-a-half delay. You couldn't even tell that it had rained. A 1 pitch, almost wore that one. It now goes to 1-1. So Reedy's standing on second after taking one in the shoulder. Men at second and third. 1 run is in. Next pitch is fouled away, goes to 1-2. So Blatchford is standing on third, Reedy on second. And we see a good battle here between both pitcher and hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the curveball. It's going to be a lazy fly ball. Right fielder coming in. We'll see if they test the arm. They don't. And it's a good thing because that throw was right on target. So there's 2 down.
With 2 outs, now batting number 35, Logan O'Neill.
So O'Neill now with 2 outs. A base hit could tie this game up. The fly ball to right field just was not deep enough. Really more shallow right field. A little bit deeper, that could have produced another run. Curveball just missing on the inside corner. It's now 1-0. So Blatchford still on third. You can see not really inching off too far. Next pitch is just a little bit off the mark. It's now 2-0. Don't want to make any running errors when you're trying to scratch your way back in and get picked off. Mata, of course, playing way back, though, in his position at third. 2-0 pitch, fastball. It's hit deep to left field. This is out of here. He sent that one with authority, almost hit the scoreboard sign. And now it is a 1-run lead for South Denver. Wow.
Three-run home run brings up number 44, Sam Ireland.
So it's Sam Ireland's turn. There's still 2 down, but nobody's on. And sending it over the left field fence, literally almost hitting the scoreboard. Trying to hit that bulldog literally out on the scoreboard. So it's an 11-10 ball game. South Denver. Next pitch is hit to left field. Coming in, squeezes it for the final out. But the big home run once again. Now South Denver recording 2 home runs, as is Greeley Gojos. And it's a 10-11 ball game. South Denver on top. You're watching fireworks here at Duke Wide Field, American Legion Baseball. We'll take a timeout. Well, very appropriately, the song by Aerosmith, Back in the Saddle Again. And that's really the theme song here of South Denver here this afternoon. The 3-run shot, and now they've got an 11-10 lead. You're watching American Legion Baseball from Duke White Field at Brighton High School. Good to have you along.
Leading off the top of the ninth for Greeley, number 17, Joe Mondragon.
So now it's Joe Mondragon, who's had a very good game today, both at first base with some of those great stretches, and of course the bat. What can we say? That's why he's in cleanup position. This is the 9th inning, the top of the 9th. And now the chore, if you will, for both teams. We'll just paint the picture here for you. Zimmerman, who's done a good job coming in relief, putting a lid on Gojos, and Gojos, who's hit very well. Next pitch is hit hard. Left fielder racing over. Is it out of here? It's off the wall. And you can see Mondragon going for 3. He's going to get the triple. And you can hear the bench erupting for Greeley. And an opening it up with a triple is Mondragon. That's why he's in the cleanup spot. And that's not an easy thing to do against Caden Zimmerman because he's been very effective with the slider, the curveball, and the fastball, and the way that he's delivered it. He's really set the table well. So Mondragon coming through huge with a triple here in the top half of the 9th inning.
Leadoff triple brings up number 9, J.T. Mossberg.
So it's Mossberg's turn. Of course, he battled on the mound for several innings and really looking to help his effort here with nobody out. Next pitch, hammered, base hit. It's tied up. So 2 clutch hits. First, it's the triple by Mondragon, and then, of course, Mossberg, the starting pitcher, delivering the base hit, and we are all tied up at 11. So we can see already making the trip to the mound will be the coach for South Denver, and most likely there will be a pitching change. And if not, really some basic coaching here as far as keeping the ball down. Because really, you look at what Zimmerman has done in the last couple of innings. He's done a terrific job of slowing down the bats of Gojos, but Gojos doing a great job of really studying him after about an inning and a half and then coming in and tagging him here with the triple and the single. So they are going to keep Zimmerman in. I think that's a good move.
Single by Mossberg ties the game, brings up number 8, Ethan Wagstra.
So now it's Wagstra's turn, who's come in relief, to try to give Gojos the lead here in the top half of the 9th inning. Swagstra, of course, was greeted rudely by South Denver when he came in. Of course, giving up the home run and several runs, and now it's his turn to return service. You can watch a rebroadcast of this as much as you like on radioactive247sports.com. Looking bunt, there it is. Put down perfectly on the first base side, moves the runner over. So Gojos going back to that fundamental baseball they do very, very well under Josh Mondragon.
With the runner at second, next up, number 7, Billy Holguin.
So Holguin, the catcher now, stepping to the plate. There's one down. 11-11 ball game. Last game, it went extra innings also with Gene Taylor and Rocky Mountain going 11. And it was actually Gene Taylor winning that one 12-11. First pitch taken for a strike. Gotta love Zimmerman, the way he's coming back and challenging. Going outside corner, it's 0-1. A 1 pitch, same place, base hit. And he spanked it. Here comes the throw, and a very good throw. He would have been out, but it bounces past the catcher, but a good backup by Zimmerman. Heads up play. That prevented another run and a lead run. But spanking it hard and getting the base hit was Holguin.
Next to bat for the Gojos, number 12, Arnaldo Matos Garcia.
So Matos Garcia, really a golden opportunity, has a great game. What can we say? The third baseman coming through huge, an opportunity here, and it looks like they're going to walk him. Yep. Good idea. He's been swinging too good of a bat to try to give him an opportunity. Fly ball, and this game goes back in favor of Gojos. So the thinking here, besides taking the bat out of Mata's hand, is to look for force plays to get out of the inning. You want to go double play if you can with the force at home. But nonetheless, Matas Garcia, you don't want him swinging the bat. So now is Jonathan Coles, who's also had a good game, looking to try to get this one ahead for Gojos. And what justice that would be if he gets a base hit here. And we'll tell you more about that. Bases are loaded. First pitch taken for a strike. Outside corner, it's 0-1. Coles with a single in the game that produced a run, looking to do it again. 0-1 pitch. There's the bunt going down the first base line. Foul. Good idea. Try to squeeze one ahead. That's Josh Mondragon. You got to give him credit, taking some chances here. Looking to get one in quickly the old-fashioned way with the bunt. 11-11 tie, top half of the ninth inning. Winner of this game goes on to play Gene Taylor. Next pitch taken, fouled away, quickly 0-2. But as we mentioned, if Coles can come through here and get a base hit or at least move him over somehow or get a fly ball, because there's only one down, that would be sweet justice for him because he served up the Grand Slam home run to give Rocky Mountain the victory last night in the ninth inning. Next pitch hit. It's going to be a tough play. Should be a run. It does. The run scores, and Coles legs one out for the base hit. Tough play for the shortstop. You could see trying to make the play, just not able to do it, and it's a 12-11 ball game. Gojos back on top.
Next up, number 3, Diego Martinez.
So you really got to be happy for Jonathan Coles. Got to felt bad after last night. Serving that one up. He comes back today, gives him the lead. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Martinez, with one out and bases loaded, really could pad this one. He's pulled him down the line for doubles. Next pitch just missing. It's now 1-1. Really got to like what we're seeing here with Gojos battling back here in the ninth inning. After that big home run by South Denver in the last inning, producing 3 runs. That would have been a nightmare if they hadn't been able to come back in this one after losing a tough one last night. Next pitch popped up, third baseman there, and the pitcher, and it is the pitcher Zimmerman to squeeze it for the second out. But nonetheless, right now with 2 down, it is Gojos with a 1-run lead.
With 2 outs, now batting number 4, Tanner Getman.
So Getman is no easy out, as we have seen here today. He's one of the home runs that's been produced by Gojos. Next pitch knocked down nicely by Neiman. Count is 1-0 with 2 outs. Bases still loaded, base hit. Could be 2 more runs crossing the plate. Zimmerman delivers. It's going to be a tough play at shortstop. Tries to knock it down, base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Gojos, with a huge rally here in the top half of the ninth, takes a 3-run lead. And this is not easy against Caden Zimmerman. This is a very good pitcher here. So credit the good swings that Gojos is making here on Zimmerman in the ninth inning. Next pitch taken outside on the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 down. Men on first and second. Next pitch going to be a high chopper. Tough play. Bounces off the glove. A run will score. And Coles crossing the plate. And now it is a 15-11 ball game. So men still at first and second. So a huge rally here, coupled with really a tough play. I'm not sure if we'd call that an error, but it did bounce off the glove of the shortstop on that play. But nonetheless, it's Gojos now with a 4-run lead here in the 9th inning. And for Zimmerman in South Denver, Gojos on a run here. You don't want to give up any more to give your bats an opportunity to try to get back in. 4 runs is not easy. Next pitch hammered down the left field line, foul. It's a now 0-1. So a great ball game, really indicative of when you get into Elite A championship baseball. Of course, the winner of this potentially could go to Boulder next week and be a representative for Colorado. Just missing on the inside corner. It's now even at 1-1. Mike Ray along with Jeremy Waters, Joe Ortner, Warren Ray producing. Good to have you along. Duke Whitefield, championship baseball. Next pitch, hammered foul, quickly goes to 0-2. So Zimmerman, who was breezing well, got greeted very roughly here in this inning, and now is down by 4 runs. Mondragon, of course, very tough out. We saw that triple that started all the fun. Next pitch pulled down the right field line, foul. Count still remains at 1-2. So for Greeley, they got to feel real good right now coming back, and you're seeing a lot of character by this team. Not surprised that they put 15 on the board. They put a number. We'll get some totals here. We'll grab some of the official score sheets to give you numbers on how Gojos has done in this tournament. Next pitch fouled away. 1-2. Good battle here between Zimmerman and Mondragon. Of course, the regional being in Boulder next week, Colorado would love to send a representative to the World Series. Next pitch down the banged off, literally, off of the dugout here of South Denver. And it's 1-2. Last year it was Hawaii that was a representative sent from Boulder. Of course, they're a terrific team, and we really love their pineapple. We're kind of hoping we see that again this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Zimmerman delivers that curveball. Wow, it had a lot of action on it, but just missing. Neiman doing a good job of getting his body on it so it doesn't get past him. 2s across the board, 15-11. Gojos now sitting on a 4-run lead. Fastball, and you can see took that one off of his leg. Gonna have to walk this one off a bit. Even when it's warm like this, you're feeling it. You think about Colorado baseball when you foul one off, especially in springtime. We had a chance to call a game up in Fort Collins when it was the Lambkins against Rocky Mountain, and it was 35-degree weather out in that ball game. You foul one off there, you're going to feel it. 2-2 pitch, and it's hit deep. This may be out of here, and it's gone. Wow. That one got out of here in a hurry, and it's Mondragon touching it up, and they're trying to make this one a rout and make a statement, is Gojos. So taking the nice long trot, understandably, is Joe Mondragon. And it's a 7-run lead, 18-11 in the 9th inning. So basically the wind out of the sails now of South Denver, and it will take really a miracle to come back down by 7. Not saying that they can't do it. First pitch taken for a strike, outside corner. It's 0-1. But credit Caden Zimmerman doing a great job of putting the lid on until this inning. There's the curveball, 2 quick strikes, and it's 0-2. Next pitch taken, it's hit to the shortstop. Comes across the diamond, and he gets the final out. But a huge inning by Gojos, by Mondragon in particular, and it's a 7-run lead. You're watching American Legion Baseball from Duke White Field. We'll take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays, 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
South Denver 11. Leading off for South Denver, number 28, Garrison Neiman.
So really an eruption here by Greeley Gojos on home runs, triples, singles, doubles. And basically, if you're South Denver, you are shell-shocked right now, down by 7 innings and really needing some firepower. And it's going to be Zwagstra, Ethan, to try to finish this one out for Greeley Gojos. We'll paint the picture. If Gojos goes on to win, potentially a great rematch between Gene Taylor, who won a tough ball game, winning in extra innings 12-11 over Rocky Mountain. This could be a great game coming up between the two. We understand that basically it'll be about a 30-minute break between starts. So we'll see. Hang on. Come right back here to Radioactive if you're not in the area. Next pitch taken for a strike. It's now 1-1. If you're in the area, please come on out. This shall be a very entertaining game, as we've seen here by both the 4 o'clock and the 1 o'clock game. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gojos with a 7-run lead. This is the bottom of the 9th. Three-one pitch popped up. It's going to take it to a full count. So Neiman, the catcher, who's had a good game with the bat, also done a good job of knocking balls down, trying to get the rally started once again here for South Denver. It's pitches, and he walks him. You got to love the way you see Neiman racing down to first base after catching a full game like that. Racing to first base a little bit like Charlie Hustle. We thought Pete Rose there running down to first.
Leadoff walk brings up number 3, Zach Paschke.
So it's Zach Paschke stepping to the plate, the center fielder. Very dangerous hitter. Tough out. There's a curveball ducking underneath. It's ball 1. So Neiman standing on first. Nobody out. We're in the bottom half of the 9th inning. South Denver trying to mount a charge once again like they did last inning. Next pitch going to be high. Going to 2-0. You can see Chick running in, going to talk to his pitcher. This is a team that's way too good. You don't want to let them get into any kind of rhythm here. Next pitch is high. That's quit 3 straight balls that have been not only out of the zone, but a little bit high. And we're seeing some little rally monkeys here. Let's see if we can get Joe to really focus his camera on the hats in the South Denver. This is hilarious. There's at least 8 hats on top of one of the players here for South Denver. Trying to get a little magic going here is South Denver. 3-1 pitch, and it's hit to center field. Center fielder going to camp underneath it, should make the catch, and he does for the first out.
Number 8, Caden Zimmerman.
So Caden Zimmerman looking to get some relief here and really get some justice after getting touched up. Step into the plate. First pitch taken for a strike. It's 0-1. So Zwagstra really starting to dial it in here, getting more aggressive with his pitching. No balls, 1 strike, man on first. Neiman's still waiting. Next pitch going to be a ball, and it's now 1-1. Curveball taken for a strike. Quickly, it's 1-2. So Neiman, the catcher, standing on first, hoping that his pitcher can deliver some kind of a base hit to keep this one going. Next pitch going to be high. It's now 2-2. As we mentioned, 9th inning. Even though Zwagstra did not start the game, he has played in the game. So maybe just a little bit of tiredness. That's hammered left field. Left fielder steps back close to the track and squeezes it for the second out. So Zwagstra doing a good job of getting flyouts, and it's down to potentially the final at-bats here for South Denver.
With 2 outs, next up, number 7, Cole Blatchford.
So Blatchford now, the shortstop, who had a couple of tough plays, step into the plate. Literally had one bounce off his glove in the last inning. Next pitch hammered, base hit. Wow, one pitch swinging. So maybe the rally monkeys are working. We saw at least 8 or 10 hats on one of the players for South Denver, trying to encourage his player on.
With runners at first and second, next up, number 9, Tanner Reedy.
So Reedy, who also has done a good job, not only on the mound for about 2.5 innings, also has done a good job at the plate. First pitch taken for a strike, curveball at the knees. It's 0-1. So Neiman standing on second. Next pitch is popped up foul. Quickly 2 strikes. And Zwagstra trying to put the lid on and finish this one out. 7-run lead. You see it correctly. Gojos down going into the top half of the 9th inning. And thunder and lightning struck. Next pitch is hit down the right field line. We'll see if that falls. We're not sure if it's foul. It doesn't look like it. They call it foul ball. Blue now finally pointing, and we get the signal. So it's 0-2. So Neiman back on second. Getting a workout here this afternoon as the catcher, not only behind the plate but on the base paths. 0-2 pitch, going to be a little nubber, tough play for the third baseman. Mata comes up firing, and he gets him for the final. Eddie Collins safe. Wow, I thought they got him by a half a step, but that's why the umpires are on the field. So the rally continues.
With the bases loaded, next up, number 16, Trevor Howard.
So Trevor Power looking to try to live up to his last name. You've got bases loaded with 2 outs. So you could see the speed of Reedy getting first base on that high chopper. Swaggster delivers, base hit. So 1 run will score. We'll see if they send him. They don't. They're not going to test the arm of the center field, and it's now an 18-12 ball game.
Next up, number 27, Kobe Zimmerman.
So Kobe Zimmerman now with 2 outs. We'll see what kind of magic those 10 or 12 hats, if it delivers. Curveball, partial swing, strike, 0-1. But you got to love the character that we're seeing here of South Denver. Battling back, getting the bases loaded, getting a base hit, and they've got another run on the board. Hammered down to Mata. He's going to go the short way, and they get the final out and the victory. So Gojos doing a terrific job of coming back in the 9th inning, and then some good pitching and fielding to get the final out and the victory. So it will be Greeley Gojos against Gene Taylor in the 7 o'clock game. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Radioactive 24/7 Sports. We'll take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture